The Deputy Minister for Information, Nana Dokuya has condemned recent attacks on female journalists in the country. She says if such attacks are meant to discourage women from speaking the truth, the perpetrators are getting it all wrong.
She noted that women in the media will continue to stand for the truth and provide a voice for the voiceless. The Deputy Minister was speaking in Accra at the relaunch of the Association of Women in the Media, ASWIM.
Women play an active role in every sector of an economy, and in many countries, the output of women has been described as best compared to some men who find themselves in that same position. Turn on your television, tune into the radio, check out newspapers and online, and you will watch, hear and read more about women in Ghana's media. The presence of many women in Ghana's media landscape perhaps is the result of pioneers and trailblazers who defied the challenges of a male-dominated profession by breaking boundaries and making a path for all those who followed. This was the aspiration of the Association of Women in Media, ASWIM, formed in 1981 to facilitate the exchange of ideas and experiences in the journalism field. One of such great women who has been an inspiration to many young women is the first president of the Ghana Journalists Association and a former member of the Council of States, Mrs. Gifty Afenyi-Dadzi.
We have reached a stage whereby the fight has to go on even more, because we need to move on from the women pages, from the women's program on television and radio, to make women's issues societal issues, so that we don't have to consign them to the women pages or the women program. It has to be part of the main news. That is where the fight has got into. So I want to encourage the young ones that become the voice of the voiceless. Let us break through the stereotypes, challenge the status quo, and make sure that women's issues become societal issues.
The association, after being dormant for many years, is now back on its feet to unite women in the media again and acquire the needed skills in the changing media landscape. It is dubbed Ghana's development needs the strategic contribution of women in the media, the role of the Association of Women in the Media. The first president of the association was from the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation.
The main aim of the formation of Association of Women in the Media, ASWIM, was for the female journalists in the media to be recognized. ASWIM was in office for some time, and many successes were chalked. It became a powerful organization which was recognized locally and internationally.
These women in the media in Ghana over the years have worked and are still working efficiently and effectively in building Ghana's democracy and press freedom. The interim president of the newly formed association, Mrs. Mavis Kitcher, noted that the revitalization of the association would help develop strong and confident women journalists.
It is therefore incumbent on us, women in the media, and all educated women to network and continue to fight for the majority of women in our country who are still ignorant and marginalized. And as media women, we must use our training and the media available to us to raise the awareness of girls being subjected to harassment by their classmates and teachers, draw societal attention to the ills of early marriages, betrothal, violence against women, and many other cultural and traditional norms which draw them back.
The Deputy Minister for Information, Nana Dokuya called on women journalists to use their medium to condemn attacks on women journalists in the country.
Women in politics and other fields of human endeavor have been at the receiving end of such serious derogatory attacks, all aimed at discouraging women participation and involvement in the nation-building discourse. We cannot sit down helplessly as women in the media and watch our colleague women suffer and suffocate under these ruthlessness and barrage of attacks. We need to rise, voice out, and condemn these needless attacks.
A justice of the Court of Appeal, Justice Cecilia Sowa, also urged the Association of Women in the Media to ensure that women's voices are heard for action to be taken to change their situation.